your muscles, yeah.
You have to make sure that you contract with full range of
Extend the
motion.
bicep, full stretch, and then pump. Stretch,
Pump.
pump.
Stretch, pump. This is why you wear the leotard. You wear the leotard so you can show all the muscles. You want to show all the muscles.
Niggas is really like, will beat you the fuck up with this shit in the background.
Yeah.
Like legitimately beat you the fuck up.
Shirt all the way down, open to your navel.
Yeah.
Tight pants, tight shirt, like everything little.
Fucking dangerous human being.
You know, because like the 80s, ego was on like 1,000.
Yeah.
Like steroids, literally and figuratively, steroids was like all up in the male ego. So
Yeah.
women privilege, as far as white women's concerned, was at just like an all-time high, because this is the new age, like trophy wife. Like everybody's ego was on like 15 million trillion for white folks. Black folks, like in the 80s, we was dealing dope, and
yeah, cocaine was like,
we was killing everything and selling everything that was illegal.
that was really a fucking time, yo. Like Eddie Murphy was like a rock star during that time. Like them
And with every stand up in a tight leather suit.
the stories. Like I think, like Charlie Murphy probably gave us like, what is the tip of the tip of the tip of the fucking iceberg? And
Most
the shit
definitely.
Them niggas got into. Fucking
Most definitely.
wild times. Are we like?
I don't know.
I thought that myself. I thought I was tripping because they're up, but
Are they all the way up? Because even looking at the board, it doesn't look like they up.
look, man, y'all gonna get distorted or something.
We don't know. Oh, yeah, I hear that distortion.
Okay, all right.
I gotta damn near lick the microphone. I know I talk low, but shit.
It's like talk directly.
Hey,
into
who
the
was in here touching shit before
mic.
us?
Directly into the mic.
Somebody was in here touching shit.
Touching shit is
Stop touching shit.
that's really the theme of life. Like there's certain shit that if you just don't touch shit, it's so much better. Like if you just let things be what they are supposed to be. If you just stop controlling shit, it's not supposed to be controlled. You just fucking just let it go. Let it be what the fuck it's supposed to be.
Not even controlling it, because you can't control anything outside of yourself. So stop trying to control everything. Stop trying to micromanage everything. Stop trying to put everything under a microscope and look at every little detail to see if it suits you. Because sometimes it's wonderful where it is. It might be a little long, but it's still enjoyable if you just stop touching shit. Sometimes things are exactly the way they need to be, just the way they are before you got there. You might be the catalyst for the fucking up.
You know,
When we talk about fucking it up, like it was great, the reason why it's fucked up post is because you decided to put your finger in the sugar bowl. You dipped your hand in the cookie jar touching shit.
deep philosophical. This is touching deep, powerful parts of our lives, of your lives. Like the Snyder Cut. Snyder Cut just dropped, guys. If you guys weren't, I don't know what you've been doing. I don't give a shit if you haven't watched. There's geek things happening. Falcon and Winter Soldier is out. It's good stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, right? Like
It's starting off slow, but it's still good in its slow parts. So that means it should be better as we go along.
hang on, yeah, let's go back to Snyder Cut. But yeah, like them motherfuckers, like they give. You know what? Like I just feel like, honestly, I've said this before. Like if I was DCO, I would not have even tried to compete with Marvel. I would have just copied their, because I give a shit. Okay, I'm obviously a biased motherfucker. I give a shit about a lot of this shit, but like honestly, I've never given like a super big fuck about the Winter Soldier, right? But you watch the MCU and it's like, you know what? I do care about this motherfucker's story. I care about his redemption story. I care about what it's like.
White Wolf.
Yeah, I care about what it's like to come back, you know, from 100 years of murder, and you got to be like, damn, I'm a decent nigga now. It's trauma. He's in therapy.
Yes.
Yep. Fucking
Yes.
Winter Soldier is in therapy
Religiously.
for his 100 years of murdering others against his will, and he's getting his shit together. So what's your fucking excuse?
What is your excuse?
Sons of bitches. Like,
Granted, you know, his budget may be a little bit bigger than yours, but still.
I don't know, because niggas can't get loans when they save the universe or whatever.
That is right. You can be an Avenger and help save the world from Thanos, but you can't come back to not having debt,
like
not getting a bank loan.
Can we put together like the cost of that nigga's 10-minute mission to fly him personally, to fuel the plane, to the fuckers that was on down there on $8 million worth of fucking Humvees, all of that, and the nigga can't get a loan.
And he did all the work. Everybody else was just there to look. Everybody was just there to look. Not to mention, in the theme of today's story or title, Stop Touching Shit, he's fixing his own gear because people keep messing it up when they fix it for him.
In some dirty ass just regular fucking cafe. He's at a regular out in the street.
Another country, fixing it himself all out in the open. No discretion whatsoever. I don't have time for it.
You know what? Yeah, she's right. Goddess Laura's in the building, guys, and I'm giving her claps because she's fucking faithful, dog. Like, shout out to the gang. Go listen to Ladies Night on Fridays and Wednesdays. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I got those right because I'm fucking in here.
She could put in the chat and you could read it yourself if you had the Good News Radio app, and if you follow instructions like we tell you every week, you wouldn't even have to have us get it correct. You could just ask her yourself. But whatever.
But yes, I saw a meme about the fake Captain America. And they said he looked like the fucking dad from Up, like the old nigga from Up.
Fucking Crimson Chin.
His scrunchy face, son of a bitch, dog. Like, I want that nigga beat up immediately. Like,
he looks like a character off of Dick Tracy.
Yeah, just right. Like, who the fuck? Like, I'm not intimidated. Beat this nigga up immediately, dog.
Right.
Like, what?
I didn't like the original Captain America. I definitely don't like you.
Yeah, raggedy son bitch. But yes, man, like it's dope, and they do they just do slow burns good, like character development. I'm already like super invested. Like, you gotta really, I don't know. I feel like shows are it. Like, also if I'm DC, like with the success of the Snyder Cut, I feel like shows or long form shit. You don't have to give me 4-hour stint. But if you like do these like streaming shows now, I feel like that's just because all these characters like have so much background and shit. I just feel like that's the better bet. Like, you get the big budget, you get the same movie budget, so you don't have to like cut. Because WandaVision, I really sincerely thought, like, I knew that they had bread, but I was like, these motherfuckers got movie level. Like, this shit is good. Like,
for a TV show.
Yeah, so I'm like, nigga, just fuck the whole game up and just go, nigga, I'm gonna give y'all 8, 10, whatever shows I can really like unravel. I can tell the stories I want to tell. I don't have to, kind of, because if Snyder Cut's any fucking example, it's like, damn, bro, like I in my mind, I know that I feel like they went back and added stuff and just reshot, but even still, even if half of that or 30% of that is what was left on the cutting room floor, that's a lot of shit because you gotta condense it into 2 hours. It's like, nigga, fuck the movies, I'm gonna give y'all a mini series and really get all of this shit out.
And you can introduce as many characters as you want, in my opinion. Now granted, we're not in the industry, so this is just our take on shit. It seems like you would make more money. You have hundreds of characters in both Marvel and DC. A piece, they have hundreds of characters. You could easily make multiple shows with all these characters and utilize character development that you can't get within the time frame of a movie. Yeah. It just makes sense. And I'm making money introducing you to new characters that I can let me test the water a little bit. Oh, y'all like this? Oh, we can get y'all a movie on this if you want. Y'all want the movie or the TV show? Like, what do you like? Yeah. Like, just test the water a little bit. I mean, Arrow did good. You could have leveraged that, but you guys are fucking stupid. So
yeah, I mean, like,
you didn't capitalize on that one.
That's another thing. Like, I don't even want. Let me take that back. I want a job like tomorrow because y'all niggas get paid. But like, I need to understand. I know it's like probably like corporate red tape and shit, but even that there was an episode of The Flash where like this Flash in the movie, like they have like a universe, like they've already introduced like the universes, like the multiverse is a thing. It's like, nigga, if I'm looking at fans write shit and they're like, it would be great if Arrow could just really blow a bitch's head up and we didn't have to do CW version. It's like, you know what? How these fucking, you could almost Final Crisis that shit. Like, I got multiple worlds. I don't feel like writing that. Let's make a movie and show thing that coincide that you have where the universe is just, you do what they do in the comics. We need to fucking do a retcon, just put all the shit together, blow it up and start over again. But I can pick and choose the characters I want. Nigga, pay me, dog. I just gave you, like, what are y'all doing? Like, I just made the DC universe right now. Like, I did it right here. It happened on the Good News Network on
Right.
the No Best Podcast,
Which isn't our first time. We've done this quite a few
Yeah,
times where
it's-
we've given y'all tidbits on how you can do this.
Minutes. Like, what?
Like, just you can hire us. I'll take a small role, small position. Just help bounce some ideas off.
Look, bro, there's black characters. There's 50 aliens. Like, honestly, we got Darkseid back in this bitch. Back to the Snyder Cut. You saw I did that. You're welcome. So, like, Darkseid has a son, Orion. That's a big nigga, bro. I'm in Orion weight class. He wears a helmet. He doesn't need to be any race. You guys made him. His dad, his like, Darkseid looks like he's made of obsidian, and like they had fucking Orion come out as a redhead white man. Bro, take that shit off, bro. I should be Orion. Like, I'm a sizable nigga.
That's terrible. When even the aliens in the movies got to be white.
What the fuck? It makes no.
Y'all
fuck-
already tried to steal Egypt from us for the last
I have been watching
100
this
years
shit
of filming.
for years. Darkseid has been a nigga that is the color of asphalt.
He looks like molten rock.
What? And his son is a redhead white man. And I'm like, nigga,
Who is your mama?
get the fuck out of here.
Who is your mama?
Like, dog, like, of all, that's another thing. Of all the, you have not, Darkseid is not just, he's a multiversal being. Like, he exists on all, and you mean to tell me of all the pussy and the Buddha ass on multiple worlds, I'ma grab me a redhead white woman? Are you fucking insane?
What is it? 100,000 worlds he's conquered?
Nigga, it's 8 foot fucking Amazons and shit. Like, I'm not fucking no white women. Like that's not. And I'm gonna have a son. Like, he got one son, and it was from a white woman. Get the fuck out of here. I'll beat the shit out of all y'all. It's great. It's a bitch named Jade that is just green, like she's made out of energy. I'm not gonna have no energy, bitch. Fuck y'all. This is disgusting. Evil.
Evil.
That's some raggedy shit, DC, man. Like, knock it off.
That's why Stan was the man, because Stan would include some nice shit. Like, Stan cared about cultural diversity. He would make sure that things were evenly proportioned, and he made sure that his characters had body shapes, unlike what we do today. And
That's because Stan was, like, in his heyday smoking weed with niggas, bro. Like,
chilling.
yeah, somebody has to drop the biopic that shows Stan is a piece of shit. Because in my mind, Stan was like, I'm gonna use my platform, nigga. They not fuck. I'm a weird geek nigga anyway. They're not fucking with me. But you know who is fucking with me? Jerome. Jerome fuck with me, bro.
Most definitely. And the rest of the Panthers. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give them a character called Black Panther because I love them and I appreciate what they doing. That's love. DC, y'all just everybody white. Like, god damn. Everybody except for one Green Lantern, Black Lightning, and I mean the other black characters that you had were on a completely different brother network that you guys didn't even utilize.
We gave him the black, like,
y'all didn't have to WB the black superheroes in y'all shit. Like, come on. You could have done a lot better. Not to mention that they're technically stronger than the ones we have over here, but we're not going to highlight them. We're just going to let them go and do their thing.
I agree with you, but the first woman I was attracted to was a redhead, light red goddess. So that was systematic oppression, man. That was the government.
Yeah, that's all your conditioning.
Yeah, I'm not taking that. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay. Like,
I mean, even for us, when growing up, weird sidebar, but a lot of us, especially as black men, we were attracted to somebody, say like Carmen Electra or Pamela Anderson when we were younger, because those are the white women that were thrust in our faces all the time. And of course, when somebody's telling an impressionable mind that this is the epitome of attraction, of course you're going to like it. And then you get older and be like,
man,
it really ain't that good. Like,
this is why it's important to have, like, there's a lot of ways that, you know, you can find. Now, y'all might not find this important, but me, this is impactful and important. I remember, like, you know, my uncles and shit, and, like, they would always, it would be a thing that my uncle would come over and he would play, like, the blaxploitation flicks. And as soon as I seen, no disrespect to the queen, but Pam Grier titties, dog, I was a wrap. It was done for me. There wasn't shit. What? Nigga, do you see these big motherfuckers here just like, what?
And an afro.
Man. And then she was beating up white women with her titties out. That shit was amazing. Yeah, man, fuck. I mean, like, it's attractive white women and shit, but it was big Pam Grier titties, dog. Like, that shit was, fuck y'all. And then I had found, like, when niggas had, what was that old 1970s porn shit? Like, it was, I had seen that shit, and that was it, man. That was a wrap. Like, I was like, what? Yeah, it was, man. You know, like, shout out to y'all, whatever y'all, but nah. I'm not saying you can't love who you love.
Oh, yeah, do your thing for sure. But
my rule is you just not going to start at black women not.
Yeah.
Now, if you and Susan are cool, then there's that, and that's respected. But you just not going to, no.
That's one thing that I've always had an issue with DC, because DC will definitely try to pass off some average-looking Caucasian, feline, feminine. I can't even say fantastical because it's not. Like, why is Amy Schumer the love interest of Superman? And I know it's not literally her, but that's who she looks like.
Yeah, she do look like a sexy Amy Schumer.
The strongest motherfucker in the universe is attracted to an Amy Schumer looking woman when there is a whole island of Amazonian women.
Yeah.
That are just like, look at Wonder Woman.
That's the thing.
Wonder Woman, although she's not a black woman, she's still attractive, but you chose Lois.
Nubia is stronger than Wonder Woman. Just throwing that tidbit out there. Go look it up.
Go do your Googles. But I work with this one, and this one is, and she can match my fly, and she's strong like me. But now I'm gonna choose this regular, average looking.
I like in the New 52 that they flirted with that idea, and then there's some other shit I read like way back in the day. It was like, it was this like offshoot like one shot series. I forget what it was called altogether, but they get old, and like everybody gonna die,
right?
Like, Kryptonian nigga, he lives forever. And eventually, at the end of it all, they have a baby. And I'm just like, bro, the unnecessary power of a Wonder Woman super. And then I've never seen that be dealt with anymore. This is dumb, nigga. And like Batman finally stopped being a pussy ass nigga, and he had like a Batman suit that was like a symbiote. And I was like, that's dope. And he started using the Lazarus pit, but he got it all together, so he just didn't die. And I'm like, see, this is some shit.
Now we getting to the meat.
Yeah, nigga, let's fuck this shit up. And I've never seen anybody continue that story, and it bothers me to this day.
Because unfortunately, although they share my namesake, DC. It's not like DC. When we think of DC, you think of me and Just a Dope Ass Podcast, as you should, because it's wonderful. You think of DC as in like Chocolate City, as you should.
Won't you come with
Sing it.
me to Chocolate City? Like, yeah, nigga.
That's what we see. That's what we think about when we think of DC. And then we think of the comic books. But then, like we said, I feel like DC is just the epitome of systemic oppression. Like, y'all just keep fucking us over.
That's a bar. It's also the fantasy that any regular ass woman can get with a Superman. God damn it! Now you saying some shit.
You saying some big shit.
You saying some big shit
because the Superman, the strongest one in the universe, has to be some regular white man.
Man, like, come on, bro. Like, it's Superman. And all Lois really do is carrying her way into stories. I'm not leaving. Bitch, get out. This is fucking employees only, nigga. This is not a
you are a regular reporter.
Like it's white. Honestly, they talk about Batman white privilege. Fucking Lois Lane's only power is white privilege. Like, I will not be leaving. It's like, yo, we will shoot you, bitch. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get out. Like, get out of our building.
It's definitely privilege because you know that you got Superman on speed dial. All you got to do is help, and he gonna hear you from 50,000 miles away, and he will drop everything to come save your regular ass.
I done said this about 100 times, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Like, Lois Lane and Superman's relationship is really based off the fact that Superman's insecure. Because, yeah, it's because, because I feel like if Superman, think about it, you watch the movie, I remember even watching the cartoons, like, Wonder Woman leans towards Batman because that nigga's a dirtbag. He gonna take every ounce of that goddamn fucking martial arts shit he learned and all that meditation. Fuck the line. Like, the only thing stopping him from really knocking the draws out of Wonder Woman is that he's just a physical, regular human being. But he's gonna hit a pressure point or some shit, knock the line. Superman only fucking with Lois Lane, because if he fuck anybody super, it's a wrap, nigga. Like, get this goddamn Republican dick up on me, boy. This goddamn right wing fast bust penis. Like, get the fuck off me. A Kryptonian, he in there acting like he killing it, but that's because, like, nigga, like, her fucking hips would atomize if you really gave her a real thrust. Superman bullshit. That ain't like...
He's a power bottom.
Yo, Lois out here, like, fucking...
She's fucking him. She's fucking him.
She's kryptonite pegging Superman. Yo! That's nasty.
Just into submission. Into submission.
That's crazy.
But that is something to be said that they could dive into. Like, he spent his entire life super insecure and hiding himself. And the one individual that actually decides to pay you some mind and give you attention, you just go head over heels from that. Like, you never really learned yourself. You didn't develop yourself. You didn't understand what you really need. You just like, hey, this person gives me attention. That's what I'm sticking to, which is what a lot of you guys do out there. You guys, we're talking about Superman, but some of you are like in relationships with or in infatuation with people that they just give you attention and you don't really take time to learn yourself and
Nasty
learn
shit, bro.
It's terrible. You guys should check your boundaries with your relationships.
Say no to pink dick. Goddess is going off. All right.
Yeah, like, do you want your breakfast sausage uncooked or cooked?
Yikes. That's how you get fucking worms.
I mean, the hot link is best when it come off the grill and it's a little charred, right? You like the hot link, nice thick, colored, dark colored sausage, a little split. It's girthy. That's what you like. You don't eat the sausage raw.
My Oscar Mayer wiener.
My penis has a first name.
Nobody ever ran up and said, "Hit me with that Vienna, baby."
There's a lot of people that said that. Unfortunately,
hit me with the Vienna sauce.
There's a lot of people that prefer pinkies. I'm talking about Pink's hot dog. That is the original. There's a lot of people that prefer that over, that Oscar Mayer. Like, and for those of you that don't know that reference, screw you and listen to some Cash Money.
I literally just listened to that like 3 days ago.
And it has the Power Rangers theme in it. We're talking about big old black weenie, and it has the Power Rangers theme in it. Like, come on, that's greatness.
It's creative, honestly. That's
it's Manny. That's all Manny. Give Manny. Manny should be a superhero in the fucking DC universe. Maybe he can spice things up a little bit. Maybe he can come through with some turntables and fuck shit up. I have no idea, but either way, DC.
Oh, that's where I was.
Get y'all shit together. Like, stop touching shit.
That's the thing with stop touching shit. So if you're not aware, if you're live under a rock or you don't like cool things like comic book movies, go away. But anyways, so the fucking Snyder Cut dropped, and it was this big thing. Like early on when the Justice League dropped a couple years ago, was that 2017, 2018?
I think so.
Whenever it came out. So it was a whole bunch of shit happened. Zack Snyder had to step down because he had a death in the family, and just like, I don't want to fucking direct a movie. Like, I'm fucking grieving. Perfectly fine, makes sense. And they brought in, I always mix up whether it was Kevin Feige or Joss Whedon. It was one of the dudes who like actually has a lot of success over there at Marvel. Bro comes in.
I feel like it was Feige.
Sure. If it's not Feige, it's Whedon. Pick one, whatever. I think they actually kind of resemble, which is creepy looking.
You saying they all look alike?
Oh, they're like balding white men, like. But anywho, on the fucking shit, they come in and just kind of like, it was a big thing. Like, there was reshoots and reimaginings, and like, Snyder didn't just have a actual blueprint of this is the direction of my fucking movie, and came in, reshot it, movie comes out, gets fucking shitted on by critics, fans, and that and the third. And I always thought it was a big thing that, like, even people who never watched it, like, who never don't have a shit with the characters, like, it speaks to, I guess, because most people think you watch comic book movies and it's just a lot of boom, boom, poof, and that's all you got to bring. And it's like, nah, man, there's stories. Like, you got to identify with the characters and shit. And, like, you got Cyborg and, like, Flash and shit like that. And, like, you don't know what the fuck is going on.
Right.
So I did like the fact that, oh, hey, man, this wasn't just bullshit. They actually did give these characters a lot of attention. And niggas just came in and said, fuck it, bro. They just need to see some boom, pow, surprise. And
if you don't know that reference, kiss our ass again.
Yeah. And the dumb thing is like, even the shit that they took out that were like action scenes, like that Flash scene where he saves him from the rocks and shit. I'm like, nigga, this is the most flashiest Flash shit I've seen. Besides the ending when it was like fucking beating time, which also ties into it. Just was like, yo, bro, like I don't know, like I've never directed a film, but like if I'm trying to make cohesive stories here, it was parts and I was like, why would you take that out? That, like fuck the action part.
I think
that makes
that's
sense.
Kind of been DC's saving grace in comparison to Marvel, because they like Marvel will give you an explanation and backstory to all the characters, but DC gives you depth and development of characters and darkness of characters, which is like a lot of authenticity. Lean into that. Like even I was talking to my homeboy Joe. Shout out to Joe. But he was kind of like pointing out the fact, which I already kind of understood it, but he was highlighting like it's really good how they put in this story the dynamic of all the relationships. And I pointed out like, yeah, especially he's like, he was talking more so about the relationship between Cyborg and his dad, but I was like, everybody in the movie, all the superheroes have parental issues. Everybody got a daddy issue, with the exception of Wonder Woman, but even that within itself is a daddy issue because you don't have a daddy to lean into.
Yeah, like
but you got issues with your mama because like, I need to leave and go do my own.
She
like,
might have the biggest daddy issues because our whole civilization is based on the fact that men are just trash beings. Period.
Right.
So
everybody in the Justice League is like, we got daddy issues. We have issues with our upbringing and our parents and our history and our family. Like there's one big superhero group of people with family issues, and DC actually gets to it a little bit. They don't fully lean into those dynamics. They might lean into only Batman's more than anything. But you definitely lean into it at moments. Like lean into that shit some more. Like that's content for you that you are clearly missing that could put you heads and shoulders above somebody else because you're willing to go to these depths that somebody else won't go.
I feel like DC does a bad thing, at least in the movie universe, of like, if we're going by comparison, Marvel's the shit now, but like prior to this, like
DC was running shit.
Yeah, like Superman is the quintessence. Like everybody knows Superman. If you make a Superman reference, Superman, Batman, and I feel like them niggas leaned on the fact that we've got technically the best roster, and Marvel should get credit for. Not only do we at the time of starting this, like now we got everything. Our dicks are finna swing like never before. Hopefully that they don't lean on the fact that we're in now and they fuck it. You know, you drop the ball a little bit, but
yeah, y'all. But like, pause. I hate to cut you off, but now we don't have Stan anymore.
Yeah.
He's no longer on this earth with us. Such a great human being in Stan Lee. Always show love to Stan Lee. But if you motherfuckers at Disney fuck up Marvel in the wake of his death, I swear.
Yeah, just keep the fucking trajectory going.
Just keep it. Utilize the blueprint that he laid for you, and just find dope people to get it going. Because if you do, I swear I will find the nearest Mickey Mouse mascot at Disney World, and I will drag my bare ass across his nose if you guys fuck this up.
I respect it, and I respect that level of anger because they've only had a couple mess ups. You know, the Inhumans kind of was let that go, and yeah, we just don't talk about that shit. Like,
okay.
Yeah, and then you know people have their gripes with Captain Marvel, and you know justifiably so.
Ass.
Yeah,
or well, actually, in
lack thereof.
I was about to say, in the essence of
yeah,
the person that plays Captain Marvel, Nass. It was.
And you know what? That's one thing. It's fucking sidebar. Like that was one thing about that like I remember like having. Actually, like
my bare ass, yes.
Thinking twice about like fucking having conversations about that when it first dropped, because I was like, you know, they were building this up as to be like super whatever, but I was like, is this not taking away that there have been like tons of really dope women in Marvel that you didn't have to make? Like Captain Marvel seemed a bit pandery, because it was just like to take a DC thing, like Wonder Woman is a super dope, empowering woman, but she just showed up and was like, I'm dope. It wasn't like it just felt like y'all are trying too hard. Like just let her be a dope ass character. Like, you know who's been dope? Holding her own as somebody with just guns amidst a motherfucker who can like control the weather. Black Widow. Like she's been like these shit, like legitimately like she's not good for, she's just like, I'm a bad motherfucker. Like I'm kicking Hawkeye.
I just whoop ass and I stay in my lane.
Yeah, like I'm inherently strong and dope on my own. Even fucking Scarlet Witch pre-show, like I don't know, like I feel like that was a thing of anything, because I heard at first I thought I was like, okay, don't be like a man, because that was just said if you were a man and talked about Captain Marvel, you were a fucking misogynist piece of shit.
Right.
But I heard from mad women who were like, yeah bro, like it felt like they were trying too hard to like get, I'm here nigga, like you have sold me on the idea that there's strong, dope women in this universe, auxiliary characters, personal characters. Yes, she's the first to have her own movie, but just let her be a dope super character and stop making like, I don't know, because like I said before, I wasn't a fan of Killmonger's last statement because it was like, we had it, we were so.
And you fumbled at the goal line.
Yeah, man, we was good. Like, I understood your perspective and I was fucking with it. I didn't even feel like you were a super bad guy per se. I fucked with T'Challa. It was amazing. And then you had to bury me next to the. Come on, champ. Come on now. We didn't need that.
Technically, you're in the land of your ancestors, and they are flourishing. What is the point of this statement, sir?
That meme where somebody said, yo, man, if your ancestors were the one to jump off the boat, then how the fuck do you even get here? Like, your ancestor made it to the island because
you stayed.
You here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
stayed and thrived.
Like, your mama and them was slaves. Like, you know, your daddy was in Jobu, and that's fine, but like, or whatever. I fucked up the name. But your mama, like, that slave stayed on the boat to get here to have your monkey ass. Like, that didn't make no sense. But, you know, Moni has like spurts of just.
She's trying.
And I'm here for it. Holla at a nigga if you want that Oscar Mayer. You know, like, what if you try to pretend like, you know, you might be a dirtbag nigga, man. I don't know yet, but, you know.
We know. We don't officially know. We can't 100% confirm, but we know. You enjoy us, and you are faithfully listening on a weekly basis.
I don't want no money to spend in my mouth or whatever. It's like fucking, you know, it's nurseries on somebody's chin when consensually. Whatever, man. I don't know, but you know, I'm not.
We still love you. We love you, Moni. We love you.
Love you more if that's a real thing. Like, you know, like, good for you.
Stupid.
From the bottom of my heart. Top two. Fuck was I going with that?
See?
Something Marvel.
Got distracted.
But like, even with like Marvel, I would say like the thing about, you know, characters and touching on whatever topics, like Marvel has made us give a fuck about characters. Like, that's where DC fumbles the bag, because it's like, you niggas have the most amazing roster ever, and you keep going boom, boom, pow, surprise, and we're watching a show about the Falcon. And not gonna lie, I gave a fuck, but in general, nigga, if I'm in the fucking like rooms with people, I'm not giving this nigga show off top. But they said, nah, we gonna crank this. Like, we worked with what we had. We didn't have access to Spider-Man at first, whatever. We had all the characters. Like, nobody, me included, didn't give half a rat's ass about Guardians of the Galaxy. Them niggas are set to have a third film. Like, stop touching shit. Like, if you just make shit cool and just say, I'm like, yeah, man.
Originally with Marvel, it was Hulk and X-Men. That's what people cared about. And now they have utilized all of their B-list characters that later on down the line become A-list characters, and they've turned them into automatic A-list characters. Why? Because of character development. Meanwhile, DC keeps giving us the same Batman, Superman movies. You ain't touched Constantine again since fucking you let Keanu Reeves do it back in the day. Like, you guys can really get to the shits. We ain't. And just like, come on.
And they fucked that up with fucking Keanu, because it was like, that movie is good by itself, but it's never if that was just like Darkness Demon guy, I'm like, oh, this is a great movie. But the fact that you was like, this is Constantine, it's like, dog, it's either do one or the other. Like,
just pick one.
Yeah.
You guys already fumbled the bag with fucking the first Green Lantern. Obviously, you had the right person, because he's picked a different superhero and has done magically. But you guys just
that's once again. Stop touching shit. That nigga showed up and said, this doesn't work if you don't let me cuss, eat chimichangas, and blow niggas' heads off. And they said, great. And the shit blew up. Goddamn, bro. Like, how many fucking examples you need of if you just stop fucking with shit that don't need to be fucked with? And it's really simple. You can write whatever story you want. Keep the character in essence of what the fuck is on. That's what the fuck we here for. I didn't come here to see, you know, Batman pick fucking flowers. I came here to see this nigga who's like terribly traumatized by the fact that his parents got killed. Instead of using his millions of dollars to go to therapy and like get people jobs, he said, give me a bat suit and beat people up. But whatever. I'm here for it. That's fine. That's what I pay my money for.
No therapy at all. You've been a superhero for in the Snyder cut, you've been Batman for 20 years.
Fam, like,
and you ain't decided to touch a bit of therapy.
Nigga been
Not even just talking to Alfred and let Alfred be your therapist. Even Alfred got to tiptoe around shit with you because you just don't want to address it. Like, come on, champ.
Bruce has been out here maiming niggas who got misdemeanors for 20 years, and the Joker has murdered like Joker has murdered more people over 20 years than like armies have murdered like in tours, and he's like, I can heal you, I can fix you. Fuck you, man. Like,
but you're not trying to heal all those hundreds of people that I really just signed up to be an underling or a minion because I can't find work. I'm insecure and I want something to belong to. And I just want to feed my family and go home and try to take care of my kids the best that I can. And I have to fight you because I've signed up for this job. And you going to break my back, but try to save the motherfucker that's at the tippy top of this shit. Like, I don't matter at all.
Bruce, like, Gotham City is like the Carter for 40 miles in each direction, and that nigga Bruce never says, you know what would be good here? Not my third plane. Maybe I'd give people some jobs.
You have multi-million-dollar bat wings, mobile this, Batmobile that. And if one crashes, you fix it with no problem. Meanwhile, Gotham City is the darkest, saddest. Like, we said this off air. I swear rent in Gotham has to be like $300 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath because nobody wants to live there. It is a terrible place.
I'd go like, bro, nigga, I'm paying $45 for this mortgage.
This shit gonna blow up and I'm gonna get robbed as soon as I go outside.
I want $45 a month for this multi-dwelling that I own because I live in Gotham, nigga. Like, do you hear that? There's an active super battle happening right now. Bitches are making this deal. It's 1:30 p.m. Give me the fucking place.
One of the few positive things that we've had is our football team. And our pro football team and our university football team. The pro football team, that shit got blown up by Bane. And the college football team lost its star player who was a genius level individual and also a superstar quarterback. He got blown to smithereens in a car crash and turned into Cyborg. Like, nothing good happens to anybody in Gotham.
What kind of car accident he got into where they took nigga's whole, like, what?
You lost an arm and all your lower body.
His mother must have been turned into jam. They didn't have shit to bury. Because, like,
what were you driving? Like the early Priuses?
And like
smart car.
And here's the thing: it wasn't even one of those moments where she was like talking to him, like she was watching the road. I'm like,
she looked over for a split second to touch him, and whoever it was, clearly they just ran the light and just obliterated her. Which, knowing Gotham, it could have been somebody running from Batman, trying to get away. So really, Batman is the cause of all your trauma.
That's the theory. They're committing crimes that could have been solved if Bruce was giving motherfuckers jobs.
You're trying to keep the fact that you're Batman a secret so much to where you're building your own shit, as opposed to having a factory created for you, which creates more jobs.
Defund the Batman. That's what defund the Batman.
He is the police. He worked with the police.
We need to allocate resources to fucking defund, and they keep giving him kids. He on his 5th kid that he just traumatized and teaching these motherfuckers acrobatics. Sending that boy to school.
He gets homeschooled.
Goddamn, nigga, Dick Grayson and fucking
Jason
Todd and fucking
Damien, your own blood child.
Dog, these niggas out here doing backflips. Go to school. Like, damn, dog.
You are past generational trauma.
Shit.
Batman is. He is the epitome of generational trauma mixed with white privilege.
That is crazy. You niggas, like, nobody in the Justice League goes, this nigga Flash can run through time, and nobody say, hey, bro, like, send that boy to DCFS. Like, we gonna call the people on you, man. Like, go see the lady, dog. You in here grunting and shit. Like, my mama died, and I can run back in time and fix it. You don't see me up here crying and shit. Like,
my daddy is in jail for a murder he did not commit.
Yeah, nigga,
and I work with you. I'm saving the world right next to you. You can't get this nigga out?
Yeah, you want to.
I have to become a police officer and work my way up in the ranks to try and help him years later. You could have just walked in and been like,
and got the nerve.
Hey, yo, let him out.
Got the nerve to be rude and have a bad attitude. Clark can fucking fly through the sun. Like, nigga, my planet blew up, pussy, and then I had to watch my daddy die. Like, We all got problems, nigga. Like, you just like, you'll see us walking around here being fucking dicks to people. Like, I'm Batman. Fuck you, nigga. Like, I can hear your heartbeat. Your fucking knees crick. Like, motherfucker. Like, I would give Batman the biz. Like, fuck you, nigga. Like, let's fight. Like, fuck about that shit.
Is that why Cyborg is the only black person he puts on the team? Because he know black people just nigga, shut up.
Yeah. And Cyborg probably, I think.
And Cyborg is he's an illustriously established, eloquent, articulate black superior individual. So he's not gonna be like, "Hey, motherfucker."
Cyborg probably don't, but I think Cyborg probably don't check him because he's like, "Nigga, I have."
That's what I'm saying. That's why he's the only black dude you allowed on the Justice League because he's the black man that won't check you.
No, I think Cyborg check him quietly. Like, it's like, nigga, do you understand? I will transfer all this money to third world countries. Like, don't talk to me, nigga. Like, I am the internet. Like, no fucking.
I am everything.
Yeah, nigga, raise your voice if you want to. Bruce, like, I knew you was Bruce from Jump, but don't fucking, nigga, shut up.
He doesn't. I think Cyborg will check him quietly in the form of, like, yeah, I watched my daddy die. Oh yeah, damn, I do know what that feels like. I'm feeling bad. Let me ease up. He just needs a little space. Yeah, I need space, nigga, because I'm dealing with this shit and I'm finding a way to stay positive about it because there's bigger things to worry about.
Here's my thing too. So I get that Cyborg had a shit go, man, like covered in fucking stuff and sliced your body. You're fucking super metal man. Sucks, I know. But also, if I can like my whole mind can be in the internet,
in the world. Because the world is ran off technology, so I can control even his daddy said it, like, all this shit runs off you. Yeah, you control everything.
I know he can't, like, fuck in real life, but, like, the fucking that nigga could do in cyberspace is probably...
Oh, if he's in Demolition Man, he is tearing it up.
Yeah, he could probably be like, yo, his Pornhub search is probably outlandish. His shit doesn't even make sense. Like, I don't know, like... I like having a dick, but like if it was like, I wouldn't offer it up. But if I woke up like Cyborg, I'd probably be down bad for a minute. But then I'm like, you know what?
I mean, we're seeing him in his depressed stage. So for some people, depending on where you are, on a more serious note, when it comes to your depression, your libido is either super shot and you don't even want to sniff somebody from the opposite sex sexually because you could care less, or you're trying to jump on everything rabbit style because you're trying to fuck your pain away, which really doesn't help.
Fuck the pain away. But yeah, that's not really, don't do that.
Please don't do that, because then you'll be Batman and you'll be contributing to more trauma than you are saving shit.
Yeah, you start dating a bitch in a cat suit and shit, and it don't make no motherfucking sense.
You're going to be the most powerful being in the universe, and you're going to impregnate a red-headed white woman.
Fucking terrible, bro.
At least let it be Black Widow. If you're going to do that, like, at least Black Widow's attractive.
Yeah. That was also a thing they don't touch. I mean, in the movies, like, Black Widow can't have kids, but there's some version where, like, her and Cap have a kid, and that's something I would like. I'm like, all right, that's a kick. He can kick ass real good, but... You know,
at least they didn't try to make Black Panther have a white woman.
I feel like you can't do that. The world would. Like I was really fucked up over the fact that like they make. I feel like they. I mean, like I know Blue Marvel was made by a black dude, but I feel like they made certain shit because it was like. It's still. I just feel like it's too much to give just a nigga who could like punch a hole in the fucking moon just complete. Because his wife is a white woman, and I was like. Yeah, I ain't need to do that. Like, he had a white woman in the fucking 50s and 60s. Like, I get it. Like, it still is a bit of, like, a fuck y'all. But also, nah, man. Like, he should just make her black. She double crosses him on some shit that I could, like, that's what you get, nigga, for, like. But also, I'm just like, nah, man, you didn't need that. Like, you could have just left her black. And
not even just black. Like, there's mad black adjacent cultures out there. Like there's mad melanated individuals out there that have different pigments of brown that you could have chosen from. Like y'all saved the world. You travel to different countries on a regular basis, and you settled for some average American woman.
The only motherfuckers. I think Tony Stark got some. Well, no, I take that back. Tony Stark
and fucking Star-Lord were the only ones that are like dipping off in everything that they could.
Yeah, because in the comics, Tony Stark tried it with Gamora one time, completely shit the bed. She was not impressed, got up and left. That made me laugh. But also, the only who is slanging, and that's I want to say in some version of the comics, like canon, Luke Cage used to be knocking down. He used to knock down She-Hulk, and that's power. That's bald black power, and I'm taking
Power thrust.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, like She-Hulk is motherfucking She-Hulk, and there wasn't like a one and done. They used to date. That mean, like, you know, Luke Cage used to knock the bottom out that motherfucker, man, and I take pride in that.
Another bald representation.
Yeah, man, because I'm just also saying, man, if y'all gonna reboot that shit since old boy not come back, I'm also really bald, and I'm really black, and I'm really of a significant size. That's all I'm saying, Marvel. If you niggas trying to cut the check, that's all. If you need a, I like Tim's, nigga. You know, like
I can wear a yellow T-shirt.
Harlem, son. Like, fuck you, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll give you all the attitude you want. Like, just let me know what you need.
The fuck.
I'm still mad that y'all gave Michael B. Jordan Killmonger. I'll get over that one day. All I have left is Static Shock. That's the only hope I have left. Okay. And even that might not be a hope because y'all done took the light-skinned nigga off of Black Lightning and put fake dreads on him, like, and this made him a superhero with dreads. When there's real people like us out here with dreads, that we can do this.
Listen to me, Marvel. This is what I got. So y'all can keep staying ahead of the game. You see that over there? You see that? Now you guys haven't. Now you guys have. You've given us Doctor Strange. Now Brother Voodoo is out here, and he's magic as fuck. He's black as fuck. You got, like, those dreads are there. You don't have to give him the Tyler Perry hat. He's got it. Okay. And you know who else? Is it Manifold? We can get some accents going. We got characters, and you guys could do this. Okay. All right. I'm saying. Some multifaceted shit going on here, and
we're not greedy. I don't need like my own. I can just I start off slow. I'll give you 5 years of being a BC list character and work my way up. Whatever you need. That gives me time to be into the gym more, and I could really give you the superhero physique that you're looking for. I've done it multiple times. Like I'll send you the pictures if you want. Like whatever. Just like holla at me. Like I swear I talk louder than this. Like if I'm acting, this is just for the show. I want to make sure that things are soothing and auditorily pleasant. But we can do this. Like come on.
It's important. That's all. We
here for you. For you. Whatever you need, baby. Whatever you need, we are.
It's like, that's the way, man. Like if you can't just pitch. Who's all actors out there? People, if you can't pitch it, man, seduce your way. Like just sexy talk your way into a job.
I'll say, give me a few months and I'll sit up there. I'll be ripped up and come in oiled to perfection. What role y'all got?
I don't remember at what point.
Hello, ladies.
Goddess Lord said alien dick. That's where her mind went. I don't know exactly where that fits in, but it fits. There's been a lot of alien talking, alien dicks.
Normally it's alien vagina. Because normally when somebody's sleeping with an alien woman,
you know what?
In comic books, it's always alien vagina. They don't really have alien men.
They should flip that. Alien dick. DC, now, okay, now we getting everybody.
With the exception of Superman, and we see how weak his...
Okay, now we pitching to everybody now. So here's where you can flip the script, DC. Martian Manhunter needs some booty ass. Green dick. Or he bounces between green or black man. So
because he chooses to be a black man,
he does,
which says a lot. The true most powerful being in the universe, because he can whoop Superman ass on a bad day, and he chooses to be a black man. That says a lot. He's been to multiple universes, and he came here to choose to look like a black man.
Melanated Martian dick. That's where you guys. That now you're welcome. This is but you're not getting this content anywhere else. Come on, man. Like,
and his name is Martian Manhunter. Yeah. Like, he could have easily chose to be white because nobody hunts men more than white folks. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry.
Space lyncher.
Who's this Willie Lynch? I want to be just like him.
That's not... Y'all not gonna fuck with Icon. I'm not gonna give y'all that fuck.
Y'all should fuck with Icon because Icon would drag his nuts across Superman's forehead, and you know it. That's why you won't make him popular in DC. Because Lord forbid, the great American stance of Superman. Everybody that wears red and blue in all these comic books has to be the man when they're really nowhere near the strongest or smartest or best leaders.
That was one thing that they did in the film that I was like, I liked parts of it. Where it was like at the end, they gave everybody they piece to kill this nigga or whatever, and they were like whatever. But it's just Superman be showing up, and it's just like, well, what the fuck the rest of these niggas here for, bro? Like, you've been sitting here pussying up with your mom and them having. What did you even go talk to Alfred for? You should have just showed up, killed this nigga. We can go.
You can hear what's going on. You got bionic hearing.
Yeah, he was whooping this nigga's ass so easy. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Like, then what the fuck the rest of the team for? It's like Superman and the Pips. Like, you know, like, the fuck is we here? Like,
and that's what I don't like about movies, because in the comic books, like, Wonder Woman matches Superman, but she can't get shit done until Superman shows up.
I didn't like them Ho and Aquaman either. Like, I know he's not as strong as those.
He's
two.
stronger in the water, but he even fought this nigga in the water and was struggling. That's where he's strongest. What do you mean? Because we need Superman. No, the fuck we don't. I'm stronger than Superman in the water. This is my habitat. Movie over.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to hate on Superman. It just makes the team thing unnecessary. Okay, when we watch fucking, I don't know, like when you watch the first Avengers and shit, like, it's cohesive. Like, you start to get, okay, we got Iron Man here, he's Builder Man. He's the thing that we put this foundation on. He's got his place. Hulk, super smishy smash man, but he's dumb. You see Cap, and you're like, this regular ass motherfucker, but his shit is, I'm super strategic. I can put motherfuckers in position, even though you niggas are stronger than me. I'm here. I'm like, okay, cool. When you get to Justice League, it's like, I don't really peg Batman as being mad smart. You know, like, Cyborg has his place. Superman shows up and it's just, what's up, bitches? I'm the nigga. Even like Flat, like with certain characters, I'm like, you kind of, you know, minimize them. I don't understand why the fuck they here if this nigga shows up.
Superman in movies is Tom Brady.
Fuck.
Super overhyped, gets all the attention and notoriety, but really he's not the best, not the strongest, and he doesn't come up with the strategies to help his team win.
Yeah. Because like niggas really sleep on like, the Flash is just a super fast nigga. I was like, bro, the Flash breaks like the laws of physics all the time. Like, even
and has the ability to understand it. Like, not just breaking it. I'm smart enough to understand the formulas on how I need to break it and create the suit to help me do it.
Yeah, like the infinite mass punch, like speed of light, nigga. Like when they were like, oh yeah, even in that future Superman shit, I'm like, he's not as strong. But I was like, that nigga going full force speed is a problem. I don't know, man. I like Superman, but it's also kind of, it's hard to root or deal with somebody who's like just completely unbeatable. I'm like, well, what the fuck, man? Then the movie should be over. Like, give me something to, whatever.
It should be a miniseries.
Yeah.
It should be 30-minute episodes, and each episode is a new threat because you just clearly can dog walk anybody.
Like, even Dr. Manhattan is clearly the strongest thing ever, but at least his struggle is, I'm trying to like hold on to my humanity, so I like go back and forth between basically godhood and trying to like give a fuck about like, okay, I can rock with this, and he's the only dude. Like, that's a whole different thing. Superman just, I don't know, man, like really, really strong.
Superman is Jesus.
Yeah, he is 33. They make that in the first Superman, they make that a thing. I'm 33 years old. I'm like, oh,
and
shit.
They keep calling him a god, and the god has returned, and all.
He always do the cross thing when the sun hit him, and this shit. It's always some biblical shit when Superman hit.
Underlying tones to try and condition us that this white man is God, which is
I'd be
not
damned
true.
if Jesus is a white man from Kansas, dog. Like, what? I like just the most. Like, Superman really is terrifying because it's like, this is a white man from Kansas that could like fucking move a planet, bitch. No, I want to move to the other universe. Like,
he definitely grew up in a time where he hated black people. Like,
yeah.
What's your history, Superman?
Like,
I know you didn't had a couple niggas slip out your mouth.
Even if, like, that's what I'm saying. Even if Superman does not like flat out say nigga, he subscribes to the racism that is almost the most annoying, where it's like, I don't see color. Like, that's the best Superman could be, is like, I see you for character. It's like, come on, bro. You was out here pulling cats out of trees. Did you not want to come help these motherfuckers down? There's cops killing folks. What the fuck was you doing?
Nope.
Fucking flying around the world, bitch.
He
Like,
ain't set foot in lower economic background. Everything is saving suburban white women.
Yeah, bro. He stay in Metropolis. I ain't never seen Superman pull up in Inglewood and save some niggas. Like, man, like, the fuck?
At least Batman will save everybody. Like, he'll come to the lower economical structures. I mean, he lives in it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna drive my car over to the bad parts of the neighborhood and fight crime. You just like, I'm in utopia, and I'm just making sure that you don't fuck up this white utopian universe.
He never pull up to the Dakota verse, which is just made it like all black superheroes are in Detroit. Like, like every black superhero live in Detroit. Like,
that's it. Detroit is the size of Africa.
Motherfuckers, like, shit is ass.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Come on, man. Y'all need to just let some real ones come in the writer's room. That's all. Like, we don't got to, like, write the whole shit. We don't got to have the final say. I'm just saying you need some fresh ideas is all. That's all. Like,
be culturally understanding and culturally sensitive as opposed to culturally appropriative.
Yeah, don't do that.
Because I can smell some cultural appropriation coming from DC sooner or later. It's gonna come. They've tried with Black Lightning. They try to make Black Lightning like extra urban, but they don't really want to give it no shine. Like it doesn't. You guys are doing too much. You don't have to do too much. Like as we said at the name and the title of the show, stop touching shit. Like just let some stuff. Just let it flow. Just let it flow.
At least Marvel did good with the fucking the new Captain Marvel. I'm completely good with her just showing up and saying, you know, you can go back to space forever, and I'm a rocket, which would be really, really dope because she's just doper. They didn't really shit on. I don't know Brie Larson, so I don't know if she's really a dickhead that people write in the book. I don't know her, but they just wrote the movie where it's so just like, and then she shows up in the film like, I'm here to kick mad ass. And I just remember, what's his name? Fucking Rhodey, like, you know, we all do this superhero shit, my nigga. Like, relax. Like,
I like my superheroes to fill out their uniform, so that's a no for me on Brie Larson. Sorry.
Said Brie Larson ain't. I'm not even trying to make it that, but I just say, Tiana Paris, I appreciate everything you brought to the Marvel Universe. And as an actress, too, I sincerely mean that as like an actress in your performance, but also it's just really good to look at, and like it's awesome.
It is. That's one of the reasons why, going back to Black Lightning, that's why I like Black Lightning so much, because all the black women on that show are wildly attractive. Shout out to Black Lightning. Just lots of black girl magic on that show. They all look wonderful and whoop ass in their own right.
I had a joke about this, but I have Thunder on that show. I just, man, look.
Yeah, and she like women too.
Y'all not fucking with black women? Like, if you watch that show, and I said, man, I don't got nothing else for you.
No, because in the spirit, this is what they like. They like the uncooked, my baloney has a first name, pink penis. That's what they want. And same with their vagina. They want the uncooked pastrami lips. Like, that's what they want.
I'm completely beside myself. I don't think about her regularly because I got to function. She is. Thank you.
Y'all do your Googles on that.
I'm not saying her name because in my mind I'm keeping it to myself. Like I got a real shot of beating her, and we go like, fuck y'all.
DC's gonna hire us to be on the show.
Yeah, that's my celebrity crush, and I'm keeping it to myself, nigga. Yep, that's it.
So you just gonna dump me? Yes. I'm cutting everybody off.
She gonna pull up on. That's when I know it. All right, bye.
Down the Yellow Brick Road, you